there, but they're going to have even more time that's going to elapse before they get to go see a doctor.
Working on the last one now. Yeah, that's approved.
Here goes the helicopter.
Finally, after 35 minutes since this accident happened, your first classmate is finally leaving this scene. The most critically injured, the one that we still might be able to save, 35 minutes into that golden hour, 60 minutes, over half of that is now gone. Remember, it's still going to take an additional 10 to 15 minutes to get them to the hospital. So, our golden hour is almost completely gone. Again, all the result of a decision that somebody decided to make when they went to prom. That's your friend, your classmate that just flew out of here.
This is kind of a normal scene right here where the deputies earlier, while fire was doing the most important thing, and that's preserving what life there is, they put crime scene tape up because they've noticed there are alcohol bottles. They smelled alcohol on the driver, so it's not just an accident scene anymore, it's actually a crime scene. And now you have parents, because in a town like this especially, you're going to have people talking and calling everybody, and you're going to have people show up on the scene, and they want to see their loved ones, their children, their friends, and they end up meeting a police officer at that crime scene tape who's not going to let them in to say goodbye to their loved ones at this point. And they can see them underneath the blanket over here on the street. And this is a real scenario right here, and it gets emotional, and it's pretty sad, but they can't go over there. They have to actually wait, go to the hospital and or to the mortuary before they next time they see their loved one.
Almost 40 minutes since this accident occurred. We're still trying to get your last classmate out of this vehicle. Again, folks, this is not a fast process. This is not TV. What you're seeing in front of you is real life. This plays out more and more. We hate to see it. But it's not like you see on TV. In 2 minutes, you're out. This isn't a rodeo ride. This is your life, or this could be your death.
Okay. Okay.
Your classmate you hear screaming right now? He's screaming because his left leg is broken in half. He will be lucky if he ever walks the same way again, because his bone sticking out of the top of his thigh. If he doesn't lose his leg, he's going to have a rod that's going to be placed inside of that bone for the rest of his life.
He's going to get a big metal rod inside of it.
He may or may not be able to run. He may or may not be able to play sports.
Again, we're on camera. I regret saying that.
He's having the worst day of his life.
Again, we're on camera. I regret saying that.
What?
42 minutes after this accident happened, your final classmate was removed from the vehicle. Now he's going to get loaded in the back of the ambulance. It's the same as it's an emergency room on wheels. But what our crews are going to have to do, they have to do it at 65 miles an hour in an 8x6 space. We don't have all the doctors, we don't have all the nurses, and we've only got some of the tools that they use. But they're going to do whatever they need to do to try to help him.
Do you not have a personal bubble?
They'll try to
No,
splint
I
his
don't.
leg.
Me neither.
Hopefully they'll be able to give him some medication.
I ship it. What'd you say?
Who, John and that kid?
Yeah.
And that little boy.
I ship it. I'll be your best man.
What happened to me and you?
That ended a long time ago. More like it never happened. I know, I miss you too.
This is about the point where the deputy's
That's
job
fucking
is,
homos.
where fire is
We used to be like best
the
friends.
critical patients out, and now the deputy has to come in and try to make sense
I
of
will
a scene
throw you off the
that
seat.
firefighters were involved in, where, you know, obviously the most important thing is trying to preserve the life that was still here, and they have a crime scene that they want to be able to work and get the proper answers, because potentially a young man's life is affected. He could now, after looking at the fact that he may have been DUI, he's just killed 2 people. He could be charged with negligent homicide, and then the others who are injured